Hey guys, this is Kristi. She's been with us for how long now?
Since May.
May.
Yeah.
Crazy. So through Corona,
Yeah.
stuck it out, done some amazing things while with us, and we're just going to dive into that a little bit. So I guess the first question is we'll paint the picture for them of where you started. So do you want to just give us a little bit about where you started?
Yeah, so probably about 4 years ago, I realised that I was starting to get major depression and anxiety.
Yep.
So I went to the doctor, and this was all personal issues going on in my life. So went to the doctor. I personally didn't want to go on any tablets or anything. I wanted to work it out. Obviously, it's something deep down. So I started going counselling. It was helping, but it wasn't fixing the problem. It was fixing my anxiety attacks and pushing me to go out of my comfort zone a little bit, but not to the point where I wasn't crying myself to sleep at night. So I decided to take my own actions, and I found here, which...
So 4-year process of going through that.
It was a very long process.
Yep.
And
did you see progress, like just the Band-Aid effect?
Band-Aid effect, like it would get better
Yeah.
for a couple of months, and then I'd like go right back down, probably worse. It just, and each time I went down, it would get worse and worse and worse.
Progressively worse.
Yeah. And I got to the point where I was having really bad thoughts, and I was like, no, this has got to be it. Like,
Getting too wild.
it's getting too bad, and we've had suicide in my family. My uncle committed suicide.
Yep.
So I was like, and I saw that, and that's been like, I didn't want to put people through that. I didn't want me to go through that. It wasn't a way of life. So I just, I found this place, like Think Fit, and I was like, I loved what you were about online. And first we started online, which was, for me, which was so good because I got out of that comfort zone without pushing myself into a big group of people.
The extreme part,
Yeah, and I was a little nervous when we were going back.
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
I was like, oh no, but
Yeah.
I did it, and everyone's just been so nice. And since I've started, I still have bad days.
Yep.
And I still overthink everything.
Yep.
But it's definitely getting a lot better just being here. Like, to be honest, this is the reason.
So so in terms of being physically fit, how were you before starting here?
I wasn't walking at all, not doing anything. Pretty much I was eating takeaway at least 3 or 4 times a week because we were busy.
Yep.
Work was a priority because so this all started when I had a car accident when I was younger, hurt my back, and we just fell into this rut where...
So easy.
Yeah, I didn't know what I could do. I didn't know, I didn't work for 3 years. Doctors told me I just had to live with it. So I just thought, oh, well, I'm going to be like this forever. But then I just kept putting on weight, putting on weight, and I couldn't do anything. And I got the gastric sleeve done, which was great. I lost 46 kilos doing that.
Crazy. Yep.
But it didn't teach me anything. And now I've plateaued and started getting back into those bad habits. So, and I just feel getting out. This week alone has been a really bad week for me, anxiety and depression wise.
Okay.
And I've just pushed myself coming here, and the days feel so much better. Like I can sleep better. I'm proud of myself. So yeah.
It is hard, hey, like even for me, like this morning I woke up to go to CrossFit and I was just like, every muscle hurts.
Yeah.
Like I could sleep in straight away and I'd feel so good about sleeping in, but then I get there and I move around a little bit and I'm like, this is why I get up, this is why I do it.
Yeah, it just feels good after it. Like I'm so proud of myself when I finish. Like every time I do a boot camp, there's something new that I can touch my toes this time. I've done a sit-up and I'm just like, this is so good. Like I can see the improvements.
And it's the awareness around that as well, because a lot of people don't realize that. Maybe 4 weeks down the track, they're like, oh, I'm actually touching my toes. Whereas if you can celebrate all the little wins, it makes returning so much easier.
Yeah, and it does get easier. Like the first few times I was sore for like a week. I couldn't go into the toilet. I was like, just could not move. Like
that's me today. Don't worry.
Step this big, I was just like, oh no. But now I'm sore for like a couple of hours the next day, and then I'm fine. Like,
We need to push you a little bit
harder.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I feel. I'm like, maybe I'm not pushing hard enough now.
We'll see. We'll play with that one for the weeks to come. Awesome. So I really think the key point in everything you said is like you've just taken complete ownership of where you're at. You know, you've tried the drug route, talking to people, all those sorts of things, but realizing that daily action and turning up for yourself is what improves where you're at.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's a message that most people with anxiety need to come across, and it's like the action beats anxiety, work beats worry, but it needs to be calculated. It's not just go hell for leather. It's important to make sure you kind of know where you're going, planning your week, and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy to do it, like get over it, because it's not. It's still, as I said before, it's a daily struggle just to come in here, go to work, like some days. So, but it's mind over matter, and you
100%.
Just bite it, and I promise you, you won't regret it.
Yeah, perfect.
Like, especially coming here.
And there's definitely a threshold, like, being on camera, anything that I've done for the first time forever, it's until you build up that resistance or that factor where you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Going live on Facebook, that's the scariest shit thing. You're like, what are people going to think? And then you just flick this switch and it's like, I don't care what people think. I need to do this for me.
Yeah.
This is me showing up, improving my self-confidence, self-respect, self-love. And that's the only way to do that.
Yeah.
So I'll congratulate you on improving where you're at, and know that we're here for you if you need anything.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
No problems at all.
Beautiful.
Thanks.